closely, we can see that the whole road up from my house is only ice and nothing else. It's it's blown a little bit snow on it, but the rest of it is only ice. So today we need to attach the Sandspreader on the tractor, because like it's now, it's just barely that cars are getting up here. And actually my girlfriend's aunt had to leave her car here yesterday and borrow over Subaru, because she couldn't get up with this front wheel drive car, and I wasn't home so I could back it up, so then she just borrowed the Subaru instead. This is the model of Sandspreader that I got, and as we can see, it's meant for an ATV. And you can see here the disc is just all the way around, and you have the bars going onto the ATV here and connected there. So since I only have the road up to my house, or up from my house to spread sand on, I didn't need anything big and expensive stuff for the tractor. And on the Massey Ferguson, I didn't have any possibility to attach something to a front loader, since I didn't have any there. And this is enough for running up my road. So you can see I have modified it a bit. So the bars that were going back had these ones going out to the side for attaching to the ATV, but I have flipped them around, made new holes and attached them. And I also attached this pipe here, or half pipe, so I would stop the sand from being thrown at the tractor. So now all the sand is thrown forward, or the sand that is hitting here is going down. So you can see this handle here is meant for adjusting how much sand you want to spread out down there. Let's see, have some light on. You can see it closes and opens the hatch there. So I actually bought an electric actuator for controlling this one, so I could add it here and shovel it in and out with a switch inside the tractor on the Massey Ferguson. But I found out I didn't need it, because when I'm stopping the engine and this stops, it just fills sands up all the way here, and it stops spreading sand, it stopped pouring out of it. So that was a lot easier. So since the Massey Ferguson is sold, I now need to install this one on the Valmet, because as you can see outside, it's really slippery. And what I need to do then is take this pipe here, cut 2 lengths of it like this. For then I can just put the sand spreader in here like that on the tractor and weld this to the front of the tractor, because the sand spreader fits between the loading, the bucket, and the tractor, so it can stay between there. Because one of the problems I found when I had it on the Massey Ferguson was that if I didn't pull it off, I forgot it was there and I drove into something with it, because this was the first thing hitting and I couldn't see it from the cab. So a good thing is to just pull it off whenever you're not using it. So since it's a little bit windy outside, I think I will just cut this length and make a plate between it, so I can make everything ready in here, and then just tack the plate to the tractor when we get out. Oh, there we have the pipes cut in the right length. It will stick a little bit out when you're hanging it, but that's okay, no problem. And we have cut a bar that we can weld on top here, and then I can weld this to the tractor or screw it to the tractor. I don't know yet what I will do. I will look a little bit at the tractor outside. So I had this one mounted on the Massey Ferguson first, and there I just welded the pipes straight to the tractor. But since it's blowing a little bit outside and it's much nicer making the fabrication inside, then we are just making it like this, and then it's just tacking this one on. So then I can just take everything off from the Sandspreader and just have this one, clamp it to the tractor, weld it, screw it there, whatever, and we are done. And the wires for this, I made ready when if in the video with the Valmet and the lightning, then with the panel, switch panel I mounted, I made the wiring for this ready, so it's just getting the wire and connecting everything when we get it outside. There it is, welded together, ready for being installed on the tractor, and let's see if it fits. I guess this one only fits one way, and it's probably not that way. Yep, this way up. Okay, that's pretty great. I will still wire brush it and throw a little bit paint on it here, and then we are getting it out, and then we can go and have a look at the tractor and see what we should do. If we should screw it on, or I think I want to screw it on if it's possible, because that's a lot easier than starting to weld outside right now, disconnecting the power on the tractor and everything. So if it's possible to get on the back side to put some nuts on, then I will just screw it in place in the front, drill some holes for it, but we will see. First I will just wire brush it and then throw some paint on it. So where I'm planning to install it on the tractor is right here. So I will put it up here, so the plate we made will go here. Then I still can use this towing pin if I need it, and it's pretty thick, so I don't know, maybe it's easiest just to weld it on. Just get the stick welder and weld it on top here, or we drill it. That's the easiest way to go. Then I don't need to get the welder out and disconnect the battery and everything. The easiest way. Yeah. So here's a test fitment of how it will be. So it's a lot higher than it was before, so that will be a little bit interesting to see how that works when it's spreading sand, if it's throwing it too far to the sides, or yeah, we'll see. But drilled holes, everything is ready. Now it's just pulling everything apart again and paint this part and connect the wires. We need to change out these cable connectors because the old wiring went with the Massey Ferguson. So for cable connectors I use, let's see, these ones. These are pretty great. First you put the insulation on the wire and then you use this open cable connector. And this one is holding a lot better than these ones. So I'm really fond of these ones, and they are cheaper also. Order them from eBay, of course. So let's install these. Okay, I forgot about these ones. It's a little bit nicer to put on before you take the insulation away. So with these open ones, it's just putting them in, lining them up, and there it is. And if you see, it's crimping over the insulation and over the wire, so this holds really good. And I put the same on both because then I can change directions on the engine while changing out minus and plus. Then I just need to do the same on the wire on the tractor, but with the opposite. And there I will use these ones, or these ones is actually a little bit better. They have the shrink tube on the end, so you can shrink them down, and that's helps securing them to the wire. Okay, then we need to get the wiring ready for the tractor. So I removed the front cover with the headlights in and I pulled the wire ready when I was doing the installation for the LED bar and the other lighting. Then here it is. So this is with 2 wires, so I don't remember exactly, but one is going for the Sandspreader and the other one I am using for this LED bar right here that we also are mounting now. Plan is to have it like this, and then I can use this one when I'm driving on the road. Just use it as low beam because the ones that are standing in here are just right over the bucket, and when I go in the speed bumps and stuff like that, it hit the ground and hit the speed bump and everything, and it's a little bit uncomfortable driving with that. So that's why I'm planning to have this one and just tune it a lot down. But let's get the wiring pulled over here. So here it is, freshly painted, ready for installing it. And then we will go and get some sand and spread some sand on the road. With the rain that came when I was doing the wiring, it's really slippery now, so. there it goes. So now the only thing we are missing is sand. So let's go and get some sand, and then we will spread some sand on the road. Oh, I almost crushed it. I just had it in my mind that it would fit in between here, but it's probably because when I see the tractor from the outside, it's most of the time it's standing just like this. So I don't see it with the bucket flat down, because I always park it like this, so I don't have any ice or snow or stuff catching in the bucket when it's just standing. So, but it went just good, nothing wrong with it, still in one piece. It did bend the mounts for the engine a little bit, so you could see in the video that it was tilting even more up like this, but I have bent it back. But I think I will take and heat this up and bend it more down, so we don't throw everything over the fence and stuff like that. So, but that's something for another time. Now it's snow out again, so I don't need it right now. Maybe tomorrow. It's a little bit mild weather, actually. We'll see. Alright, that worked really good. Now the road is safe to drive again, and it was pretty easy using this one. So I see it throws a bit high now on the new tractor, so I need to make some kind of screening that pushes it a little bit more down, because it was throwing sand into the garden on the other side and over the fence, and yeah, so I think it will be even better if I make some kind of screen on it or something. As we can see in here, it don't use up every bit of sand, because when you're getting to the end, something is left behind and not pouring down. So I guess if I put a small screw or something in this one, it will vibrate a little bit more, and then it will shake down the rest. So I think I will try and install that later on. But let's take a look at the road. So let's see. Yep, here is plenty with sand all the way around. So it worked really good, but you can see out in the edges is a lot of sand also, and I think most of that is because it's so high, so you can see it's throwing sand all the way over the fence even. So I need to make some kind of deflector or something like that. But the road is drivable again, so that's a success.